I'll stand on all the existing protocols. I warned the Vice Chancellor, I told him in the presence of the Chancellor, I said, I have the biggest head in Nigeria. And he said, no, we're going to get the size correct. I don't think we actually did. So if it falls out, forgive him. Okay, I am really quite overwhelmed by all the beautiful things that were said about me this afternoon. It's a fact that I was the #1 staff, academic and administrative of this whole enterprise that you see here today. So when I saw you doing the work and coming in, I shook my head and said I must have done something right. When this university started, I wrote a brief speech. I will read it quickly, it will be about 5 minutes. It started in my father's compound. And then my father did something that all my relations are still upset about today. That all the land that the university stands on today belonged to us, my family and our village. So we gave it to the university. But some of my relations are blaming me and blaming my late father. Say, by now we could have gotten trillions from selling the land. But I can see the trillions in our place. And all the graduates and all the students who are our trillions, and we're proud of it. This microphone is dying. It's dying. Is it dying? Is it okay? All right, I will make a few statements. Please allow me the opportunity to thank the Governing Council, the University Senate, and the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Charles Simone, for finding it worthy to confer on me with an honorary Doctor of Economic Development degree. I must, please listen carefully, I must recognize and thank the two almost forgotten heroes of this great institution, Professor Kenneth Okadike and His Excellency Jim Ifeanyi Chukwu. These two great sons of our country created and nurtured the dream that today has become the truth of the academia and envy of the world. They had a vision that was transformed into what today stands out exclusively as one of the country's best and outstanding academic endeavors. When DK and Mobodo, two men that I hold with high sense of awe and veneration, hired me as the first staff to kickstart the campus of what was then the Anambra State University of Technology, headquartered in Enugu. Little did I know that this institution, whose first offices were situated in my father's home and under the tree shed in the same compound, would become the great institution it has become today. As I stand before you to receive this honor, I recognize the critical fact and the element of the neglect of our society and leaders that they've had over the years, foisted on our people, especially in our educational sector. My rapid awareness of these maladies, defects, and deteriorations awakened in me, and I believe in the minds of a few patriotic Nigerians, such as my fellow recipients here, the spirit of philanthropy. As we celebrate the many laudable strides of this university, I believe and share in the philosophy of this great institution that there is no form of human endeavor that will thrive without well-secured incursion of strong and progressive attitudes of our people as a sum of moral disposition to public responsibility. I believe that we must collectively turn from our private interests and invest in the vision of the future being our children, and that by accumulating and implementing clear and practical ideas and realities about the urgency to support those in need by providing them with an equal chance to excel and succeed, especially in the educational sectors of our society. This university was founded on the backs of visionary men of ideas and grit in the era of can do and must do. That was when they founded this school, when people believed that we can do. Now, in our own era of conscientious primitive acquisition of wealth, squandermania, and contemptuous avarice, decisions we make every day, big and small, have the power to affect lasting and impactful changes in our society. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we must collectively advocate for causes and matters that positively affect conditions of the poor and needy in ways and manners that would inspire others to pursue, even in smaller and purposeful ways, the passion of helping others. I cannot end this address without making reference to my late father, Okey Anueyiagu, 1915 to 2015, who freely donated most of the land belonging to him and the community on which the university stands today. Without him and a host of other AWKA patriots, this dream would not have become possible. On behalf of myself, my wife, Khadija, and my family, I wish to express my profound gratitude and appreciation to Professor Charles and so many of my relatives and friends who are here today for their positive support and good wishes. Before I end it, I would like to mention that our Vice Chancellor here, and I said it yesterday when I visited him, that if there were any provisions in law to extend his stay, I would be one of the advocates. And I want us to rise up and thank him for all the good things that he has done for this school. It's incredible. May we all rise please for Professor Charles. You sit. Let's give him a hand.